Dragons and Sharks wrap up round 5 of NRLW action. I'm Paul Grzadka, joined by a former Dragon in Shontelle Stowers to analyse this one. And Shonny, St George Illawarra were no match for the impressive Roosters last round. How do they bounce back here against the ladder-leading Sharks?
Yeah, it's going to be a very tough game. We do love a derby. The game always elevates when we come to this point in the comp. The Dragons, unfortunately, had a couple of knocks at the end of their game, which
Key players.
Yeah. However, it looks like they are back in and they're going to be playing.
Yep.
So they've been cleared, which is great for the Dragons because it's needed. They've had a lot of injuries, a lot of movement, and they have adapted well, but they're not playing as seamlessly as they can.
All of those new players will gain from this experience. One player who is at the top of her game at the moment is Tegan Berry, showing her class last week. How important is she to this Dragons team if they're going to get the win?
She's absolutely needed for this game, like every game that they play. But what she's bringing to the game is opening up the attack. She's not only playing like a fullback, she's kind of playing like a hooker role. We saw her get a try close to the line last week.
Give it to me.
Exactly, and a nice scoot and playing short side as well, which is brilliant. She's really opening up her game, so she's crucial. Yeah,
very crucial. Over to the Sharks, another close victory, this time over the defending premiers last week. They're just on such a good roll.
They're on a good roll. We're always on the end of our seats because it could go either way if you're taking your memory back to last year where they just were kind of losing. But they have grit and determination, but they also have another level of class that they can meet as well.
Well, I was going to ask you, because Emma Tonegato's back, obviously very key inclusion last week. How's the combination going with her and Taylor Preston in the halves?
Yeah, so Emma plays quite a dominant game in the halves, and Taylor complements that really well. But we would have seen Georgia Hanaway play in previous weeks, and she did an outstanding job as well. They do play the game very different. Tiana Penatani got really different kinds of runs of Georgia, and I liked what that looked like. Emma Tonegato gets people on the back foot right in front of her. She's that nippiness. So they play very different, but Emma Tonegato is just a weapon in any team.
Yeah, very much so. All right, Cronulla won this game when they met last year. It's the only time the two teams have played so far, so who wins this one?
It's hard. I want the Dragons to get a win, but I think that the Sharks are just flying. They've got a very good team. They are on the hunt. So I think that they'll come out on top.
All right, if you want to see this match live, simply go to nrl.com/tickets. If you can't get to the game, you can still watch it on Channel 9 Gem, Foxtel, Sky New Zealand or KO. Kickoff is at 6:10 p.m.